Minister Arvind Kejriwal now in the ongoing liquor gate probe that has already stung the Aam Aadmi Party. I'm joined by their spokesperson Siddharth Sharma now. We've heard the press conference that Sanjay Singh held, but my fundamental question to you, Siddharth, is going to be that, this case has expanded and gone to a level now where, political statements alone are possibly not deflecting the seriousness of the charges that the ministers are facing. And it's only natural that the Chief Minister, he's not an accused, by the way, he may never be an accused in this case, but it's only natural that he will be inquired by, he will be questioned in this case. Your response?
Yeah, my response is very simple. There is a law and then there is an abuse of law. If the law is right and the law is used, then how come when the opposition, starting from Aam Aadmi Party, for Adani JPC scam in the parliament, the same Modi government rejected it. Till date, it has not gone for it. It is clearly on record that the day the Chief Minister of Delhi, Mr. Arvind Kejriwal, spoke about the Adani scam, how the Adani money is directly related to the PMO, that day onwards, the abuse of law has started.
Can you tell me which day?
This case,
1 second, which day was that? 1 second, which day was that and what happened on that day?
Yeah. Mr. Arvind Kejriwal, the Chief Minister of Delhi, in the recently concluded with the Delhi Vidhan Sabha Assembly session, very clearly enunciated point by point how the Adani scam, the Adani money is directly related to the PMO.
And then what happened?
From that day onwards, the abuse of law has started.
What happened? No, what does the abuse of law mean? What happened on that day? Because these statements were made a while ago. The summons have only come now. Manish Sisodia has been in jail in this case since then, since before those statements were made. So what happened since that day?
That's what my question is. That if Mr. Manish Sisodia, they had Mr. Manish Sisodia and others for many weeks now, how come Mr. Arvind Kejriwal was not sent this notice earlier? The timing of this notice is very clear that the Modi government is today spooked that Arvind Kejriwal is going to expose the entire Adani scam, how it is the money is related not to Adani but directly connected to the PMO, and that is why they are trying to abuse law. This is a very clear case of abuse of law.
Okay. Vinit going off, the BJP is also with us.
On 16th, they may also go ahead and arrest Mr. Arvind Kejriwal. But they have to understand that today Aam Aadmi Party and its workers are spread across India. And the more BJP tries to wield power as a weapon against its opponents, the more Aam Aadmi Party and other political parties, the people of India, will reach out to every voter across India and expose this Adani scam and the direct link to PMO more and more.
Okay.
The problem with BJP
but
is that
the link to the whole Adani Hindenburg report, Arvind Kejriwal raising that issue is strenuous at best. We know that liquor gate probe started well before the Adani issue came to light. We know that Manish Sisodia has been arrested before the Adani issue was raised in the assembly, the one that you're mentioning by the Chief Minister. No, I'm not sure how the link is. Also, I find it interesting, you are saying that why did they not send him this summon earlier and why now?
Shivani, when you use the word tenuous, why are you defending? You as an anchor, how can you defend Adani?
Because it is my job to put everything in context. No, I'm sorry. It is my job to put things in context. It is not my job to take arguments from either side and just let them be. I'm sorry, I'm not one of those anchors. I find this link strenuous at best. I asked you to define a clear timeline. You were not able to. The day Arvind Kejriwal made the statements on Adani in a Delhi assembly, what happened on that day? You said abuse of power started from that day. Manish Sisodia was already in jail by that time.
On that day, Shivani, on that day, Arvind Kejriwal exposed layer by layer how this money from Adani through Mauritius has come and how it is related to the PMO of India. These things Arvind Kejriwal did very clearly.
And you did no press conferences on that. I'm surprised, given your India Against Corruption background, when you used to bring files in the public domain, the Chief Minister only made these statements under the protection of the assembly rules, but never has he said it outside the assembly. You think I will not ask those questions? Let Vinit Goenka come in.
That is the law of the land, right?
Okay, fair enough. I am not asking you anything on that, but please, Let me make it clear that I am not sitting here to allow you to say whatever and not ask the questions. It is my job to ask the relevant contextual questions. In any case, Vineet Goenka has been waiting. Vineet Goenka, please respond. Why did you not summon him earlier and only after he talked about Adani?
So once again, Ram Ram to you, Shivani ji, and Ram Ram to Siddharth ji and the audience who are watching me here. Now, this is a very good sentence which Siddharth ji said, why have you not asked earlier? Sir, there is an agency, there is a procedure, there is something called as investigation, establishing the investigation. Once the investigation has been established, then the agencies feel it appropriate to file a case. Courts will decide whether the procedure was right or not. Even if you shout and yell, which you have been doing, there is a Bangla saying in which you should know, Chorar mai bodo gala, means the mother of the thief would yell at the highest of the decibel possible. Don't do that, sir. I'll give you certain facts. Siddharth ji, my upbringing never permitted me to speak in between. Siddharth ji, my upbringing never allowed me to. I will not speak in between. I will not allow you to speak in between. Shivani ji,
get a very befitting answer.
Shivani ji,
The thief here is Mr. Adani.
Whatever you yell, this shows me your frustration, gentlemen. It shows me your frustration, and it was my upbringing does not permit me to yell.
Mr. Adani, and
Mr.
he's
Siddharth,
being
you're speaking out of
protected by
turn.
the PMO.
Mr. Siddharth,
and you have
you're exposing yourself.
One second.
Siddharth,
Siddharth, I would request,
not
don't
get
speak
into
over
this
the other guests. He heard you. But Vineet Goenka, will you give me a minute, please? I'm getting some breaking updates. Let me take those updates. I'm coming right back to you. I'll give you your time. So what we're learning is, what the Aam Aadmi Party sources are confirming to CNN News 18 is that Arvind Kejriwal, the Delhi Chief Minister, will indeed appear for questioning on the 16th, as the initial summon has been sent to him by the CBI. My colleague Ashish Mehrishi is also joining us with more on this. Ashish, what more details do you have?
So basically, Arvind Kejriwal has said that he's going to certainly appear before the before the Central Bureau of Investigation. But more importantly is on why he has been summoned. He has been summoned because of two reasons on why his name appeared, Shivani.
Yeah.
One is, if you see, there is a video call that was basically made by Vijay Nair to the main accused into the matter, the owner of the company Indo Spirits.
Mahendru, right? Samir Mahendru.
Samir Mahendru. And
yes.
in that call, Arvind Kejriwal basically said that Vijay Nair is basically my person and you don't need to worry, and then only this LS deal was struck. Secondly, if you see, there was a GOM meeting and suddenly there was changes in the draft GOM meeting notes. This change was basically done at the allegation is that it was done at the behest of the South Lobby. The South Lobby was basically staying in Oberoi Maidens in Delhi, and they also used the business center to take the printouts and photocopy. Now, interestingly, it was 36 pages of photocopy that was done, and the policy draft was also 36 pages. So it cannot be a mere coincidence on the photocopy being done there, and the policy of the liquor policy was basically also of 36 pages. Now, not only this, then see the statement of C. Arvind, who is the secretary to Manish Sisodia, who was the secretary, and he said that there was no mention of policy which mentioned about giving or handing over the entire wholesale trade into private hands, one. And two, increasing the commission from 5% to 12%. So there was never a mention, but suddenly there were twists and turns into the policy. And this percentage of the increase of around 6%, which was basically from 6% to 12%, the 6% is alleged to be the kickback money. That is what
Ashish, fundamentally, what people would want to know today, as the CBI has taken this step of summoning the Delhi Chief Minister, is whether they have any concrete proof against him. You spoke of this video call. Now, there has been an allegation, a lot of the evidences, especially digital evidences, have been erased. A lot of devices have been changed. Do they have concrete proof to ascertain Arvind Kejriwal's presence in these meetings or in any of the files, etc.?
Arvind Kejriwal does not hold any portfolio as such, if you see. But ultimately, why he has been summoned? One, he is neither a witness, neither he is an accused into the matter.
Right.
But his name appeared during investigations. And that is why, if you see the charge sheets, and not only the charge sheets, the remand notes as well, whether it is related to Samir Mahendru or any other person, it mentions about the role of Arvind Kejriwal. Now, that is why the reason that, why he has to appear before the CBI is that he has to tell on what was his role.
Okay.
Was the role of Manish Sisodia, who's already under arrest, was basically, was he doing it at the behest of Arvind Kejriwal or not? Was he a part of the criminal conspiracy or not? So there are going to be a number of questions that are going to be asked.
Ashish, paucity of time, but I do appreciate you joining us and breaking down those details for us. Let me quickly give my guests a final opportunity to respond. Yes, Vineet Goenka, a minute for you. What were you saying on the allegations against the BJP for political vendetta? Very quickly, sir.
I think probably every thief, every criminal on the earth would like to shout that he is innocent and then he's been victimized. This is an open and shut case where likes of Arvind Kejriwal and likes of Siddharji would like to yell and say that they are innocent. But see this, Amit Arora, Dinesh Arora, Aman Dhal, Samir Mahendru, and then Vijay Nair. Their statements, their evidences clearly point out that there is a collaboration. Manish Sisodiya does not have guts and he's not that educated where he will get into this kind of cartel with the lobbyists who are there. He does not have that kind of...
but the entire scam in itself...
Only and only, he did it only and only in the instruction of Mr. Kejriwal.
Okay, but Vineet Goenka, Siddharth, please, I'll give you a chance. Please don't speak over the other guests. Please, please. But Vineet, the entire scam that you're alleging, you're right? Yeah. The scam in itself is still to be proven. It's not that it's a done deal.
Correct. But in the prima facie, if you see all these accused who have been arrested, whether it is Vijay Nair or there are these people who have given their statements and they have also proved that there were conversations with them. Please tell me which criminal-minded person who changes his mobile sets and the number of mobile sets which have been changed by Mr. Sisodiya and his team and the collaborators, if you see, proves clearly that there was something to be hidden. You cannot go on changing SIM cards and phones just because you wanted to change it. There is 2-3 questions which they have to answer.
Okay.
Government of Delhi was getting 329.89 paise per bottle. Why did they reduce it to 3.78 paise? That clearly shows the intention. They have sacrificed the revenue of the state government to benefit somebody. I'll tell you one more thing. The per day...
Okay, I have limited time. Vineet Goenka, I have limited time. Yes, Siddharth Sharma, 30 seconds, please. Ultimately, you'll have to face the law, whatever the political back and forth may be. 30 seconds, please.
Yeah, Vineet was given 2 minutes. I'll try to finish it.
You had your minutes before that. No, I'm sorry. You had your minutes before that. Siddharth, you had your time before that. If you do this, then you will not get even these 30 seconds. Just Siddharth and I, please.
You were speaking over when I got a chance. So please understand. You are criminal. You are criminally involved. Your party was involved.
Vineet Goenka, please refrain from these personal allegations.
No, they are criminal, ma'am. I don't have any shy and
please refrain.
If they are wrong, they can file a case against me.
Okay, Siddharth Sharma, do you have something to Siddharth and me only, please? Do you have something to say?
Yeah, I have very clear. When Mr. Vineet Goenka used one word here, prima facie, it looks like.
Yeah.
When he says that prima facie, it looks like Mr. Arvind Kejriwal is involved, how come Mr. Adani, who also appears with the Prime Minister, he is also prima facie involved in the Adani scam? How come Mr. Arvind Kejriwal can be investigated, but not the Prime Minister, who also prima facie is being seen with Mr. Adani? How can he take both the stands? The second point Mr. Vineet Goenka made about mobiles being destroyed. Now, when you say mobiles being destroyed, how come those same mobiles have been impounded by the Enforcement Directorate and they are lying with the Enforcement Directorate?
Okay, I've run out of time. I do thank both of our guests for joining us. Clearly, this is going to get very heated in days to come. Arvind Kejriwal expected to face the CBI in the Liquorgate probe on April 16. I have to slip into a very short break. On the other side, we'll get you how Rahul Gandhi, disqualified MP, is facing another criminal defamation case, this time on the Savarkar issue. Stay with us.